I got some samples from the house of Jusbox Perfumes. This is a house that has been getting a lot of buzz this summer, really this year. It's been blowing up. So I want to see what else it has to offer, and I got some thoughts, some good, some bad. We'll talk about it. Let's get on into it. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Marie here. Yes, we're doing a sampling series video on Jusbox Perfumes. I got 4 samples from the house, and I've heard some buzz about 2 of them for sure. But of course, hearing buzz versus actually sampling it, testing it out, getting my own first impressions on it is 2 different things. So I want to do that with you all. And I have actually worn these samples on skin as well as tested them on paper. So these are well-rounded opinions. They are first impressions because, again, these are samples. I always want to emphasize that. But as always, lipstick of the day today, everyone. We went bubblegum pink today. This is from MAC, and this is the OG Candy Yum Yum. I was digging for this color. I was like, I'm gonna wear that today. Let me know what you think, and as always, details on the full face and everything will be in the description box below, so you don't have to ask questions about it. Next up, we have fragrance of the day, and I am still in full-on summer mode because it is pushing 100 degrees outside. So we went in with Roja Isola Sol Parfum. At least let's make it a little luxurious summer since this is bougie. Again, that is Isola Sol from the house of Roja Parfums. Is your fragrance of the day. And now let's get into these samples from Jusbox Perfumes. So one thing I like about this house, I first tried some of it, first heard about it back at the beginning of the year, back in the winter time. And then when I went to Perfumology and I checked out the lineup, I love how everything's around music. So like, for example, how their samples come, they come in like little mini album covers is what they are, which is super cute. And interesting enough, I gotta give credit to where credit is due. What made me get interested in this house was I first got a sample of this beauty right here, which is Jusbox Perfumes, of course, but Carioca Heart. This is actually my second sample of it. So you open it, what's cool about it is inside is a little disc that has all of the notes, information on the fragrance, and most importantly, you get your sample, right? So I had a sample of Carioca Heart back in the day, and as you all know, because we do have a full dedicated review on Carioca Heart on the channel, full bottle happened, and I've been rocking out with this all summer long because I got it at the end of spring. So I've been able to enjoy it. So just for reference, this is what the bottles look like with a little album on top. And all of the bottles are different colors, so it's super cute. So of course, this was the inspiration for this video. So I'm like, I love Carioca Heart, which y'all have heard me talk about nonstop. So I said, let me see what these other samples are gonna talk about. What are these other fragrances going to give? So first up, I've heard good things about this one. This is Sirens and Sailors. This is what it looks like the back. And of course we have the little card, right? So Sirens and Sailors, it has notes of bergamot, peach, and osmanthus. Then we have rose, we have rum, we have whiskey, then we have patchouli, and then we have vanilla, suede, and musk in the base. So I'm like, okay, this is interesting. We got fruity, we got florals going on, a little bit of citrus, we got boozy notes going on with this one. Then we have patchouli and suede. So I'm like, okay, that's a lot going on in this fragrance, just off of the notes, right? But I'm like, it's always gonna smell it, and I did test it on skin, right? What I got from this fragrance was absolutely the rum is there, but tart, like raspberry fruit is what this is. So think raspberry, tart raspberry with rum is what this smells like to me. And then it's like maybe like some apricot came through, which I know that comes from the osmanthus. I knew that. I'm like, this is tart but boozy in particular. And it does smooths out like after 5 minutes as I continue to wear the fragrance on skin. I was like, okay, the tartness did kind of die down, you know. I was like, okay. But this is one, y'all, I liked it okay on paper, but on skin, it was too tart for me, and the booziness, it didn't work all the way out for me. So I was like, okay, this one had potential, but this is one I'm so glad I didn't just go off of hearing a little bit of hype on, and most importantly, I didn't just go off of smelling on the test strip, because on test strip, I'm like, okay, this would be like a good fall situation. So this would be like a good transition scent in theory. So going from summer to fall, because you got the fruitiness, but it's tart fruits. And I think of like raspberry, notes like that is like fall fruit in my head. This is how I'm wired. Anything like that, raspberry, pomegranate, those type of things. But no, on skin, it was too much going on. But like I said, even with the notes, that was a lot going on. And we got patchouli, we got bergamot, musk, suede, rum. Since this is a music house, I couldn't catch the beat, y'all. So therefore, Sirens and Sailors is a no for me. I don't want a full-size bottle of it, but of course I will keep my sample and revisit it because sometimes I do change my mind and I come back to fragrances months later, so we'll see. But for right now, Sirens and Sailors is a no. Next fragrance. Now I've seen this one more so talked about from the guys, and this is Feel and Chill, which is a blue bottle. It's super cute. I've seen it in person. I like it. So Feel and Chill. Now the notes, I was like, okay, I'm interested. So y'all, we have top notes of bergamot, we got watermelon, we have cardamom, right? Then we have coconut water, fig leaves, pine needle, and then we have vetiver, dry amber, and musk. So for me, I was like, okay, it has watermelon in it. Okay, coconut water, but then we also got pine and fig. So I'm like, okay, we got fruity, but also like cool, which the name is Feel and Chill. So I'm like, okay, I'm seeing the theme, refreshing, chilling, cooling off. Okay, the notes are giving it, but most importantly, what does it smell like, right? I'm gonna tell you right now, this is a masculine leaning fragrance, but it's refreshing. This is cooling at the same time. It's like a cooling sensation with this one. I could totally see a guy wearing this on a hot day with, say, like a white linen shirt or something that's buttoned down, but you want to open it up just to like refresh yourself because it's just so hot. This is like a fragrance that will cool you down. Like this is the epitome of a cold glass of water. That's what this is to me. I like it. The watermelon note, in my opinion, is what gives it a little bit more personality and not just being a cool, chill, freshy. It gives a little bit more personality with their fruity note. I would love this on a guy, for sure. This is a yes for the men. Although I have to say, though, with it being a more freshy type of fragrance, freshies have a bad reputation of not lasting that long, being more of a lighter wear, and that is also the case with this one. I was like, okay, yeah, this is one of those that once we hit about that 4-hour mark, we're gonna have to refresh it. I can already tell. So this is one, I do like it, but again, I like it for the men. So it's not one I would get, but for a guy in your life or something like that, yes. And that again is Feel and Chill. And then we have the one I have seen a lot of commotion about. Dare I say, first it was a commotion for Carioca Heart, right? But to me, this next one I'm gonna talk about is like the next wave of the Jusbox Perfumes hype, in my opinion. And this next one, y'all, is Cheeky Smile. So yes, Cheeky Smile, and the bottle even glows in the dark. So look at that, like on the little card, it shows you that. That alone, I'm like, okay, I want it. But we're not gonna do based off a bottle. We're gonna actually go off of juice, whether we want it or not, right? So I had fun sampling this one. So with Cheeky Smile, y'all, we have notes of Iso E Super, then we have Ambromosanide, and then we have Ambroxan, then we have Amber Core, and then we have Cashmerian, and then we have Amber Extreme. So right now you can tell this is a molecular fragrance is what this is. So if you like those type of fragrances, this would be right up your alley. Although some people hate them because they cannot smell them. So I also recognize there's that camp too. So this is one I'm gonna tell you right now, you gotta sample this one for that reason. Cause this might be one you like, I smell nothing, and then somebody else might smell this one and be like, oh, it's everything. I can smell it, it's loud. So yeah. So let me tell y'all what I got out of Cheeky Smile. This one was my favorite one out of the bunch. I enjoyed this one at first sniff. Dare I say, borderline love at first sniff. This is an easy reach fragrance because I personally enjoy Ambroxan, the molecular fragrances. I enjoy that. So think Molecule, like the whole line of Molecule. I know a lot of people love Molecule 01, those type of things. Then for the Ambroxan bombs, this is for you. Like Juliet Has a Gun, those type of things. But even more so, in my opinion, Cheeky Smile smells like, to me, if like Molecule 1 and say Baccarat Rouge, in my opinion, had a baby. It's kind of that type of situation to me, and I'm digging it. But I will say what I like about this fragrance is that the Cashmerian in here is what gives it more personality. Because if it did not have the Cashmerian in here, y'all, I was like, oh, okay, it just smell like every other Ambroxan based fragrance. It would just smell like everybody else. But the Cashmerian in here, and particularly on skin, I was like, okay, this is giving a little more personality. It's trying to diversify itself from the pack, and I'm here for it. And to me, the Cashmerian is why I would also say you could wear this in the fall and it still be like, okay, it would still be a vibe. Otherwise, it would be more of a lighter wear, in my opinion. But that Cashmerian, you can take this in the cold weather. So I like this. So to me, this is the one out of the bunch that I would absolutely get a full-size bottle of. I'm here for. And then, of course, there's the fact that the bottle glows in the dark. So I'm also here for that too, y'all. And that, again, is Jusbox Perfumes. And this is Cheeky Smile. So all right, everyone, that wraps up this sampling series on these fragrances. So all in all, this is a house that has a big collection. There's a lot of other fragrances too that I did not talk about, but those were the samples that I had. But I highly recommend checking them out. They're getting a lot of buzz for a reason. And I gotta say, in general, they tend to last. I've enjoyed Carioca Heart. Again, I cannot stress this enough. Check out the dedicated review if you haven't already on the channel. But yeah, the winner here is Cheeky Smile. It is Cheeky Smile. I see why this one has gotten some conversation, some buzz. I get it. I'm here for it. So let me know what you think. Also, do you recommend any other Jusbox perfume fragrances should I try, get at least a sample of? I've seen that the perfume guy has a limited edition, like a special collaboration fragrance with them. I am intrigued by that. I saw it on his channel, so we'll see if I can get a sample of it. I would love to check it out. But yeah, let me know what you think, and I will catch y'all in the next video. Bye, y'all.